here to talk about banking, tech, and business. I hate supermarkets.
I think it's a new thing. It's a new hype.
On the same level with Harry Potter, to be honest.
I'm super excited.
All right, everyone. Hello, that's Banxe News, and it's our podcast today. And Anthony is finally back. Alex is still here. Anthony, hi.
Hey, Alex. Glad to be back. Sorry I missed you last week. Still feel a little under the weather today, so hopefully I can get through this without having a coughing fit, but I'm sure we can give the news to everyone today in a good manner.
Yeah, for sure. No worries about that. I mean, you have a beautiful voice anywhere, and you have beautiful American accent, so even if you will cough, we will enjoy that. We will enjoy this American cough, right? So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, Anthony. So how was your weekend, by the way?
It was good. It's finally getting warm here in Boston, so that's nice. Weather's changing. It was Easter weekend too. My dad was here, family's here, so it's a crazy weekend. Easter Bunny came. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't celebrate Easter. We're just not celebrating that. I mean, we did it I'm Ukrainian, if someone didn't know about it. And in Ukraine, we color eggs. That's the only thing we do. So we put them in warm water with different colors, and then we have red, purple, green, yellow. We don't have a bunny. I mean, right now we have, because of the American culture impact, that we have Halloween in Ukraine right now. We have Easter like in America, in States. So yeah, but yeah, we've been just we went to Provence, by the way. It was tulip field. It was very beautiful. It wasn't like in Netherlands. When you go to Netherlands, it's just great tulips there. Well, we didn't have something like this, but still, it was good.
Yeah, spring's coming. It's coming.
It's true. I mean, here, definitely. I mean, I am in France, and it's like above 20 right now, so it's
just lucky you.
Yeah, I am. I'm getting tan. Tan.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the news, because we can discuss our tan and American accent for an entire podcast.
Yeah.
All right, Anthony, do you want to start with Elon Musk news?
Sure. So, Twitter Incorporated no longer exists as Elon Musk inches closer to X, everything app amplitudes. Twitter changed its incorporated name to X Corp, the name of its owners and CEO Elon Musk's long-envisioned everything app that extends far past social media as Musk expands his grand aspirations for the company. I think I saw this too I don't know if it's correlated to it, but I saw that on the Twitter building, they took out the W. Someone whited out the W. I don't know if it's associated with it, but this makes sense. I feel like Elon Musk is he has his shell corp, X Corp, and he's just putting everything under it.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because actually what I found out that Elon Musk is actually planning to create this everything app, or how we call it, super app, but it's actually going to be a fintech app. So he's thinking about something like creating a financial app. It's pretty logical. Elon Musk, he is a founder and former CEO of PayPal. So it's actually logical that he will try to create something cool for banking system. Do you think he will include crypto?
I think so. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, he's a Dogecoin guy, or Dogecoin. He's huge into it. I think he will. I mean, what should we call it? What's this company called?
Which one?
Yeah, Tesla. Tesla owns I don't know how many millions of Bitcoin. They're the third largest holder of Bitcoin, I believe. So yeah, I think we'll definitely include crypto in there.
That's actually, I mean, it will be so. It's a smart move. He bought one of the most popular social media in the world, anyway. And a few weeks ago, we discussed that he lost around $20 billion or something like that, because he bought Twitter for the price of 40 or 50 billion, and then the price was around 30 or something like that. But still, he has huge user base. And actually, the user base of digital native people and Twitter is well known for its crypto activity, about crypto advertisement. And actually, it will be logical to create out of Twitter, create an X app like X-Men.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. I mean, we are happy for Elon Musk. One day Elon Musk will control everything, probably.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's the rule the world. Yeah.
Yeah. He controls the space. He controls autopilot, of course.
Yeah. Right. It's insane. The amount of control he has.
is it Tesla actually creating this thing about the chips that they implement in your head so you can speak or stuff like that?
I haven't
So
heard of
that
that,
there,
but I wouldn't be
there was
surprised.
something. I don't know. Was it Microsoft or it was one of the Elon Musk companies? Someone was creating a chip that can be implemented in your head, and it somehow helps with the disabilities. I mean, if someone who hear us right now, if you know what I'm talking about, please comment that because I don't remember the name and what was that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like 50, 100 years from now, I'm sure that it's going to happen sometime. I mean, I would never do it, but I'm sure it'll happen at some point.
I never thought that I will have a smartwatch.
Right, exactly. So what's the next step from there? Yeah, I guess a chip, for next.
Yeah. All right. Next news. So the tech giant Alibaba, actually the owner of AliExpress, one of the really well-known e-commerce store, online store from China. So the tech giant Alibaba to roll out ChatGPT competitor AI. So there's some news about this, and Chinese e-commerce giant enters the global artificial intelligence race with its own version of a chatbot assistant. Alibaba announced the rollout of ChatGPT-like product in the near future. According to BBC report from April 11, the new product will be called, is it Tonjai QN, I bet? Which translates to English as seeking an answer by asking 1,000 questions. I mean, have you been here? Did I talk about this last week, or were we talking about this together about the open letter from all the leaders of artificial intelligence? Steve Wozniak been talking about that. Yeah, it was last week. It was last week. So
Okay,
it was the
okay.
open letter last week about that Steve Wozniak and I bet Bill Gates or so. I don't remember the details right now, but there was like number of really well-known names, and they asked to stop develop any kind of artificial intelligence. Let's have rules first. Let's set up some number of rules. And I've been talking about Isaac Asimov, who implemented the first three rules of robotics and all the stuff that a robot cannot hurt a human being and all of this stuff. And right now we have a news about Alibaba enters the race for artificial intelligence, and now it's getting even crazier.
Yeah, I feel like I never used. I think 2 weeks ago we talked about the Chat GPT. I'd never heard of it since then. I know I sound like an old guy there, but I downloaded it after and used it. I mean, it seems like obviously a cool tool to have, but big, name like this, I'm sure other people are going to come out with a competitive system to it. So it only makes sense. But um, yeah, it's kind of a weird. I feel like it's almost like the new, like NFTs were the big thing, you know, 2 years ago. Like it's a new thing, it's a new hype, or like this Chat GPT. Like, what is it going to do? How can you use it? So we'll see where it goes from here.
But you know what is interesting here? I found reports from some venture capitalists that actually, I don't remember the region, but in one of the region, venture capitalists decreased the amount of investments in artificial intelligence by
Sure.
40%. So I guess that actually investors, they understand this is a hype thing. And the cool thing about NFT, that when it's hyped, you can buy and sell.
One.
But with artificial intelligence, you cannot just invest money for years and then just sell it in one day. It's not going to happen like that. We have one more news from Elon Musk. So, Anthony, you're responsible for Elon today, please.
Tesla plans to open a new Megafactory to manufacture massive batteries in Shanghai, China, the car company announced in a tweet on Sunday, deepening Tesla's ties to the Chinese market despite previous criticism of its connections to the country. I think we talked about this too a while ago about companies going into China and setting up shop there basically and serve. I mean, it's kind of a controversial thing, but it seems like they're obviously there to make some money and they're making a huge factory there. I mean, I think EV cars are the way of the future, so they got to be made somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, China is a great market, especially for any kind of production, especially when it comes to any kind of hardware and all of this stuff. So
Yeah,
it
it
was
makes sense.
logical.
Yeah, exactly.
So FTX news, we need to have, like some kind of a banner like FTX news
Yeah.
because Gary
Fall.
Wong, Gary Wong, the mysterious FTX co-founder, is cooperating with prosecutors. What I can say, again, same as with Tesla. It was logical that Tesla is coming to China. It's logical that one of the co-founders will go to prosecutors.
Yeah.
Gary Wang, the co-founder of FTX, has been a mysterious but a critical player in the rise and spectacular fall of the crypto empire. After pleading guilty to fraud in December, Wang is said to be cooperating with the prosecutors. Despite serving as FTX chief technology officer, Wang maintained a limited online presence and steered clear of media interviews, leaving the limelight to his co-founder Sam Bankman-Fried. He was the company's second largest shareholder.
Yeah, I think it's a classic case of him trying to cooperate with the prosecutors first, so that he can maybe get less sentencing compared to Sam Bankman-Fried. So he's trying to cooperate, tell him everything he can, because I don't think Sam Bankman-Fried has been cooperating. He's been trying to flee and go where he can and hide his money where he can. So it only makes sense
Yes,
that someone.
Sam tries to play smart, I believe. This guy, I believe he's a little bit smarter in that case. It's the safest thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Someone's got to run. Someone's got to hang out with the prosecutors.
Yeah, that's true. You want to talk about e-commerce?
All right. Next up, we have e-commerce company Boxed files for bankruptcy as online grocery struggles, which is surprising. Boxed, an online bulk grocery company that saw a favor with customers during the pandemic, announced on Sunday it would file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The New York-based company thrived during the pandemic as online grocery delivery grew. In 2021, funding for the sector reached its peak with almost $8 billion worth of venture deals. Boxed went public in 2021 with a bunch of other startups. I never heard of Boxed. I mean, I feel like I'm surprised that they would even go bankrupt, because I feel like we're actually going the other way, where everyone is trying to do online shopping. No one wants to go to the grocery store anymore. I mean, Amazon and Whole Foods are together. You can basically get anything. I know in America, you can literally go on any app, any grocery store. There's like Peapod, there's Amazon. You can get anything delivered to you. So I never heard of Boxed. I don't know why they went under, but surprising.
Maybe that's why they get bankrupt, because heard about them. Probably they have to invest more in marketing, and then you will be more successful.
Don't know.
Like, do you use any online grocery?
It's funny. I don't. I mean, I feel like my mother-in-law is our grocery shopper. She goes out and does it for us. Thank God. So
No, you're lucky one.
okay. I know. Thank God for mother-in-laws. Yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, I'm a fan of going to the grocery stores online. I
Okay.
hate grocery store. I hate supermarkets. I just you spend 2-3 hours in the store. You
Sure.
need to find everything. So it takes so much time. It's so time consuming. So I really love to go to the app and find my favorite, I don't know, potatoes, let's say, vegetables, meat, whatever. And actually, the great thing that a lot of people are afraid of buying product. I mean, going to make their grocery online, because they think, okay, they will bring me a bad meat,
Yes.
or potato won't be a good quality. It's not the case, because
No.
not people, companies that doing this kind of stuff, they are responsible for that, and they understand that if they will bring you a bad fish or a bad meat, you will never order there again. And the great thing about our economy right now, that customer acquisition cost is much higher than you can bring to the company in first 3 months usually. So in that case, and the competition is really big when it comes. So actually, every online store is trying to bring you the best user experience, and the quality of food is the part of your user experience. So
Yes.
don't be afraid. Go online, purchase there. It will be delivered, especially if you're drinking water from bottles, for example.
Right.
Then buying water from online stores is a smart move, definitely.
It's funny. I had those same. I mean, again, I don't like going to the grocery store either. I hate going there. But I've never done online shopping because of that reasons you said, like, especially because I love like smoking meats and like doing things on my grill. I'm like, I have to go pick out my own meat, like no one can get my meat for me. So I feel hesitant for that reason, but I should probably give it a shot, I guess. I'm sure, like you said, people do have that hesitation all the time. I'm sure they know it as a company. They need to work on that. So maybe I'll give it a shot
Yeah,
the next week.
just
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Try small, just order water in the beginning, then
Yeah.
try water and milk, and then, I mean, if you like to go to the market to buy your vegetables, it's just a great experience, I mean, going to the market and talk with people, it can be a nice nice thing on Sunday. But if you need to go to the store like twice a week and buy a lot of stuff, like, I don't know, you have 5 bags, like 10 bags of water, then it's a disaster.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah.
That's true. Okay,
Cool.
let's go to Apple. Bad news, I'm using MacBooks, and the demand for Apple computers has dropped 40% since last year. Bad news, especially for Apple, I believe. So here's the reason. People are buying up fewer Apple computers as demand for PCs has moved away from COVID-era highs. According to a report from International Data Corporation, the global shipments of PC devices dropped by 29% in the first quarter of 2023 when compared to the same period last year. What I want to say here, I mean, definitely when the COVID was here, we've been buying a lot of stuff because, I mean, you have some extra money, you don't need to spend for, going to work, and you have some extra money, and then you need to work in front of your own computer for a long time. So you want to upgrade that. That's logical. But also, I believe, you can say if I'm wrong, but we have the cycles of any electronics. And we see that, especially for iPhones. For example, people have been changing their iPhone 3 and iPhone 4 for iPhone 6 especially, because people who bought the first iPhone, the second version, I mean the first version that was 3G, then 3GS, and then 4S, they usually they didn't buy any kind of like iPhone 5 or something. They've been going to iPhone 6 and iPhone 7, and the demand for iPhone 6 and 7 was very high. Then it was lower demand for iPhones, and then iPhone 10 and 11 came, and the demand was even higher. But the biggest demand was for iPhone 12, not because it was a great design or whatever, but people who bought iPhone 6, iPhone 7, iPhone 8, they need to change it. And that was the period of something like 5 years. So we have this kind of cycles. And with MacBooks, the period is just longer. People have been buying. I had my MacBook for like 8 years. 8 years. It's crazy when you think about that. It is a great laptop. I still have it. But the cycle is just longer. So instead of having 5 years, you have around like 7, 8 years of cycle. So that's why the demand can be lower, because when they launch M1 processor for MacBook, everyone, I was crazy about this. I wanted, and I bought it, and I know a lot of people who did that. But right now we don't have any innovations for that. So we don't need a new MacBook.
No, it makes complete sense. Like I don't upgrade my phone. Like when it comes out with a new one, I never get the new one. Like if I have a 12, 13 comes out, I never get it. I always wait, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 to get it. And even then I'm hesitant to do it because I'm like, what is actually new about this? Why would I spend the money on it to do that? And kind of like you said, backing up what you said, I completely agree. With a MacBook or any laptop especially, they last a little longer. So there's no reason to go out and get another one. And obviously everyone transferred in, the pandemic to getting one. So it makes sense.
Actually, the title of the news was provoking because Lenovo, HP, and Dell, and Asus experienced similar levels of decline, ranging from 24 to 30. So it's actually not about Apple.
Yeah, and all computers, it all happens. Yeah. It's a cycle.
Do you want to tell us about social media platform Discord?
Yeah, so we have social media platform Discord emerges as center of classified U.S. documents leak. A federal investigation into a major leak of highly classified U.S. documents has cast a spotlight on social media outlet popularized by video game enthusiasts.
Being honest, I don't have anything here to comment.
Any of this? I mean, this would be. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to some more interesting news, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
For example, that Warner Brothers in talks to produce Harry Potter TV series for HBO Max. I'm the biggest fan of Harry Potter.
I was going to say, I read this and I thought of you immediately because I remember you showing me your Lego set of the Harry Potter. So I immediately thought of you.
Yeah, I have one of the biggest Lego set, the Hogwarts castle, actually. So I'm a big fan. I have 3 type of wands in my house. So the Voldemort wands, Harry Potter, and Dumbledore, the master of Hogwarts. So yeah, I'm excited about that because you know what happened with Lord of the Rings TV show that Amazon produced? I guess you never heard about that though. Oh man, I mean, it's the worst TV show you can ever watch in your life. I mean, if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, especially because Lord of the Rings, it was actually my childhood, I believe, and I was really a big fan of it. I was playing all the games, and I was really obsessed about that. And then they announced that Amazon bought rights to film a TV show, and I was like, okay, that will be a great TV show because that's what we are looking for. We're looking for these great stories, great relationship, great image and picture. And then I'm getting first 2 series of TV show, and I see how bad it is. I mean, it was so disrespectful to everyone. But I believe that Warner Brothers, they understand how it will be. It will be high demand, the TV show, and they must invest a lot of money. And there are some rumors on the market right now that maybe the budget for the first season of this TV show will be above 300, no, how much was it? $300 million, something like that, I bet.
It's a large
So yeah,
budget.
so when you think about it, it's a huge budget for a TV show. And probably it will be the most expensive TV show in the world at this moment.
So they haven't done a TV show yet, right? There's just the books, the movies, no TV show yet.
And games, yeah.
And games.
So you know why they talk about that? Probably because a few months ago, I guess, they launched a Hogwarts Legacy game for PlayStation, Xbox, and computer, and they already sold number of millions. So they actually earned over $1 billion in few months for this game. So it's a crazy number for a game anyway.
Yeah.
And I guess because of that, they see how the stories around Harry Potter is still demanded. So yeah, so they never done that. So there was only 8 movies. The first one was in 2000 something, I guess, and the last one in the middle of, I don't know, 2015, 2014. I don't remember the. No, is it possible? Yeah, it can be 2014 maybe. So yeah, and it was a long story. So we have a minimum 2 generations that have been raised by Harry Potter, and right now they will talk about TV show, which is good. By the way, we are here to talk about banking, tech, and business. But when I heard about Harry Potter story, guys, I need to talk about that.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, my gosh.
Let's just hope they don't mess it up because, you know, like you said, with Lord of the Rings, they did. So let's hope it's
they messed it up.
Good as the movies.
We pray. We really pray for that. All right, Anthony. Last news for today, but really lovely news. And
I know.
It was on the same level with Harry Potter, to be honest.
Yeah,
for me.
This was amazing for you because I've been holding for so long now and just going back up. I'm super excited. So Bitcoin approaches 30K. It's been around 28, one to 30, reaches highest price since June of 2022. It's almost a year ago. Yeah, pretty much it all happened today and yesterday. So I'm super psyched that we're hitting the 30K mark. It seems like it keeps inching up. I remember back a few months ago, we're in like the 17K range, and then, you know, it keeps going up and down, but it's an up and down steady, you know, climbing the hill. So I keep looking at my apps every day. I wake up, it's the first thing I do. Like, what's my gain for the, you know, where I'm going. So this is exciting. I'm sure for you as well.
Yeah, as well. I mean, I'm trying not to check it every day because you can go crazy with that. Like when I first buy I guess my first investment was Bitcoin, actually. My entire investments, and I've invested in stocks and anything. And then I found out Bitcoin, and I was like, all right, I'm going to buy Bitcoin. And I was checking my phone like every hour. And it's always the thing when you buy a new stock or a new crypto, usually it goes down.
Yep.
And you
Right away.
have like this slight, 0.15%, and you're
Uh-huh.
getting nervous. And one day I was like, all right, I have the strategy. I will buy, I don't know, Bitcoin, for example, monthly. I'm not going to check the price. Like, I will check it weekly, for example, right?
Fair enough.
And then I have, all the kind of push notifications and signals that in case it's going too far down, I can sell it. By the way, to buy and sell cryptocurrency, you can use Banksy.
Yes.
Really convenient place. All right. Yeah. So the price is up for Bitcoin. Harry Potter TV show is coming soon. Elon Musk is going to control everyone. Thank you, everyone, for this great news. Anthony, I'm glad that you're here because being here alone is very, very boring.
I know.
So,
I know. It is. It's no fun. Yeah. Glad to be back.
goodbye, everyone.
See you later.